Have you ever felt overwhelmed or hopeless when it comes to your financial journey? Not knowing where to turn, who to trust, or what to do? Well, if you have, you're not alone. This financial discipleship story comes from 2 Kings and is about a widow who is in straight-up panic mode. She just lost her husband, and he is left behind a boatload of debt. This is basically a worst-case scenario for any widow during those times. You see, creditors didn't harass you by calling your phone constantly or sending you nasty letters. They literally would come to your house, take your kids, and turn them into slaves. Yikes! Not only did this woman just lose her husband, but now she is about to lose her kids. She turns to Elisha, a great prophet of the time, and pleads for help. Elisha is all about helping her and starts by asking her a question. Tell me, what do you have in your house? While it may seem like a weird question to ask at the time, the widow thinks about it and discovers she has a jar of oil. A jar of oil doesn't sound like much, but it was a necessity of the day. People used it for food, cosmetics, and even medicine. It was something that was in high demand. Elisha then tells her to go borrow some jars from her neighbors. Not a couple, but as many as she can. So she goes out and collects jar upon jar. After collecting them, Elisha tells her to go into her house, shut the door, and begin pouring her jar of oil into the empty jars. Without asking any questions, she starts pouring, and pouring, and pouring, and pouring, until every jar in the house is filled. Only then does the oil stop flowing from her single jar. As she looks around, she's probably a little shocked. She manages to track down Elisha to find out what's next. When she finds him, he tells her to do 3 final things: sell the oil, pay off her debts, and live off the rest. Her kids won't become slaves. Her world won't be turned upside down. The widow's story will not be defined by despair, hopelessness, and fear. It is now God's story, a story marked by His provision through the faithfulness and obedience of a financial disciple.